Let's get this dirty old foot pedal out of here. Okay, got the gas pedal out of the cabinet and it's looking a little rough. It's a little squeaky. Got some rust on it, but I can take care of that. When I flipped it over, I thought, man, this looks odd. It's got 3 wires just for a button? That's kind of odd. Also, how does it know how fast you're going or how much you got the pedal pushed down with just a button? Pulled open the instructions. It's not going to because it's missing that potentiometer, it's missing the pulley, it's missing a bunch of stuff in here. So I went ahead and ordered a new potentiometer. I didn't get the original Atari ones just because they're like 30 bucks. But this ought to work just fine. I'm gonna use this as a pulley. I'm just gonna cut it down so it has a groove and then use some old bike chain for the belt that gets pulled and activates the potentiometer. So I've got to fix this because back when it got repaired in 2005, they did it wrong. Probably because they were just too lazy to find the part, or they thought it was too expensive and not worth it. I don't know, but let's get this thing cleaned up and fixed, I guess. Okay, we got the pedal cleaned up and masked off, so it's time to spray it with some adhesive. So we can cut this down to size and put it over it for texture. And then I'm going to hit this with a clear Rust-Oleum just finish, just to keep it from rusting in the future. Okay, we've got the pedal assembled. Rotates the little potentiometer down there when we push on the pedal. And it looks pretty clean. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and wire in the potentiometer because it's right now just hooked up to the button how they had it before. So I need to redo that. And it tells me how to wire the potentiometer, not the button, but I think I can kind of get an idea as to how it's supposed to be done. If not, I can test once I get the boards hooked up to it. All right, so we got the pedal back in the cabinet, wired in, bolted in, and it's looking great and it's working well. It's actuating properly, so it should be good for the time being. Okay, I got the hole patched where the free play button was because it was glued in there, so it kind of messed up the cabinet coming out. I filled it in and then re-drilled the hole. I'm gonna go ahead and put just a big bolt and a washer to kind of hide discoloration, because I mean you can't really paint match this. It's a vinyl. It's also scratched up, but there's only so much I can do with it. So you can't really match it without replacing all of it. So I went ahead and am going to just cover it with that big washer. I'm going to do the same down here because where they had this bolt, it rubbed out and made a much larger hole, made a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this coin door, clean it up, dust it, oil everything. I'm going to repaint these, the coin slot parts and the coin rejects. I'm going to paint these. All right, let's go ahead and clean this thing off. Take the sticker off. I'll put it back on, but who placed it like that? Come on. So we'll go ahead and clean this thing up, get the inside cleaned up and so we can put it back on, and then we'll go ahead and clean and paint the parts of the coin door. All right, got the coin door here. It's all freshly painted, cleaned up. Cleaned out all the coin mechs, oiled them up where they needed it so that way they don't squeak much. And now they're working good. We'll go ahead and just assemble this now and put it back in the cabinet and give it new locks. Should be good to go. Okay, so I've taken the fan off and I went ahead and cleaned it up. It's looking, oh, there goes one of the screws. It's looking pretty good now. And then I'm going to take out the PCB cage, clean it because it's super dusty. I'll just put the PCB to the side for the time being. I'm going to take apart that duct, try and restructure it because it's all falling apart and sagging. Clean it and remount it or just rebuild it. Alright, we got it out of the cabinet. Time to pull these boards out, set them somewhere, and go ahead and clean this thing because it's got all sorts of crap on it, not to mention it just being rather dusty. I've got the glass bezel taken out, as well as the black shroud and the marquee. And now it has the original fluorescent tube in it. It still works. The starter, the tube, it's all still good. So I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm going to get a 5-pin Molex connector and tap into this and run it up here and just put an LED light bar mounted up top. So that way you can still use it for any purists who want the fluorescent tube. Not sure who would want it, but it's there and it works, so why take it out? So I'm gonna leave it in there and just mount an LED bar up top and then clean up the shroud, marquee, and stuff. So I've got the shroud here and it's just a little dusty, so I just need to clean it, but I don't have to paint it or anything. I just gotta reshape it a little bit and dust it. The marquee, it has a little bit of marking here, but it actually doesn't show through any of this. The only part that shows through is this right here, on the end. So it's just a little bit of black, orange, and white that's missing. So I'm gonna mix some paints, try and match that. And then I'm missing some, it's starting to peel here, but it hasn't done it, it's just kind of bubbled. I'm gonna try and lay that flat. And then I'm going to paint the black that's missing here, the white that's missing there, and the black and white that's missing there. It should look good. As for this metal, it's in really good shape. I'm not gonna paint it, I'm just gonna clean it. And then the foam is, I mean, it's disintegrating, it's 40 years old. So I'm gonna see if I can either get that usable again. If not, I'm just gonna replace it. I should have some stuff that'll work. But yeah, it honestly looks great for being as old as it is, for being a cabinet that was smoked around. I mean, it's in great shape, so this should clean up pretty nicely. Okay, so I've got this back painted on it. It looks pretty good. The yellow's a little off. It's for the burnt orange, whatever. It's definitely more yellow. And the black kind of bleeds into it a little bit. I'm no artist, so I think that's about the best I can do with that. When the light shines through it, it is a little more noticeable just because it's off. Just because the light doesn't shine through it the same as the rest of it. But just looking at it like that face value, unless you're looking for it, it doesn't really stick out. It looks pretty good. Okay, so this is the heart and soul of the pole position cabinet. This is the game boards. So this one here is our processing board. This runs all like the math and everything for the game, like logic-wise. And then this one is our video board. So this handles our sprite and our video output to the CRT. So this is what we see, and this is what tells this what to show us what to see. So this board here, I've got it taken apart out of here because it's got corrosion on it. This board normally has like a little battery right here that stores the high scores and stuff like that for the game. And these are known to cause a lot of issues with these boards and leak and just kill all the components in this area. The replacements I got over here. And just to make sure I don't mess nothing up, I do have my schematics manual open so I can go through and see like what resistors I've taken out in here and figure out where they go. Okay, I've got most of the components out on this side. I have replacements for these two chips, but the more I look at them, the better they seem. So I'm gonna hold off on replacing those unless I need to. Okay, time to start adding the components. Okay, I've got the boards put back together and cleaned up, and I gotta say, I think it's looking good. No more of that battery acid all over the components. So let's go ahead and pop it in and give it a play.
Prepare to qualify.